What's up YouTube? It's Upside DIY. Just gonna show you guys the new stuff at this construction site. They put in a little office, portable office, and then they started putting those cement things. They also dug had some time to put in just, I guess, like gas connections and water connections underneath, and then the sewer connections are kind of like on the other side. There's these tunnels, or these pipes, pretty much, I really don't know what these pipes might be, but probably just the sewer. It looks like they're just connected. It looks, they're so short. There might not even be. They're probably like downspouts, because I don't think they connect that short to each other. They're just probably just like to go down at a certain height, and then it goes into those junction boxes over there or something. I'm not really quite sure. I'm pretty sure though that they're just the main downspouts, because they wouldn't really connect to each other end by end. It would just look way too clumsy, and clunky. So they just dig all through this mud. They've actually dug up maybe 5 or 10 feet before I even started filming or recording, because they just I don't know, and then they covered it back up. I guess they put stuff down there first, but there's quite a lot of work involved for every little detail. But let me show you guys that wall over there on the other side. I was just kind of walking through here to go to the store, and then just remembered I kind of had my phone and wanted to record this. So kind of right there where that cement cap looks like, it looks like a cement manhole. That's probably just a main manhole or something. I'm not sure. In the background over there is some of those average pipes, but I'm not really sure. I'm not really 100% sure what those pipes, cement tubes would do. That red thing right there runs the groundwater, basically. Just pumps it through this yellow line, and basically into a sewer type of collection with the main city sewer. But that red machine, that red box, basically filters out mud, or it might even have sensors. But right here was where I showed kind of like my first video, and they even have like these conduit metal poles in them now. And at first, it just looked clean. What these walls and blocks have is cement underneath and rebar. Cement, and then they lay these, and there's like sections of these white pipes right there, everywhere. So maybe those junction boxes and fittings are going to fit through inside of this this wall, and I'm not even sure if these walls are even mortared yet. They're just dry fitted, but there's puddle and pumping tubes to get the water out. There's more of those white pipes, but they worked on this all down the line. And these walls aren't mortared yet, so I think it's just to and why it's backfilled with dirt. Basically, there's like bigger, like right there. They have a couple of those around, and then there's kind of like another manhole on this side, and then so they're doing a lot of the plumbing here. Besides recognizing some of that, I really don't know what else. Besides the cement, and this wall is pretty amazing. And even these, so they're just prepping a lot of things, you know, getting the supplies. And over here is that well that's pretty much a little more probably deeper to and that plastic sheathing is actually being used as like a filter for most of the mud and things, and then just more water is going to collect right there and then be pumped out. There's even a little power thing, that gray thing, box type of thing. Maybe there's a water pump there, or a float sensor to turn off the system. I'm not sure. But what's interesting is the time and care of just making this wall. You know, it's not mortared together, so that just means that it's dry fitted. You know, it's going to get cleaned up, and that could be something to look for the next video. Besides what I can't really, or what I may have missed, you know, and what I have gotten is pretty much 50-50, you know. At least I got a view of the concrete underneath this this wall area, but then you know, there's just not much. I mean, this is just totally from a nobody's, you know, look into it. There's these white type of plumbing pipes, which are probably I don't know. They're in all types of sections, and they're not sewer pipes. They're probably water pipes. For water on this side, and then, like, you know, there's gas, there's water, and there's sewer basically, and then there's electrical. So it's really interesting. You know, I've seen a lot of construction site, or not a lot. It's not like I've seen one or two, and it's hard to really, like, and you know, the designs of each structure is typical, or each site is pretty different. And even like bulldozing and like a commercial, this is a residential commercial zone probably, but they would basically, like, underneath the cement and the slab and the blocks, like in the middle is like a mound of dirt that, you know, it's just like fill dirt, but it basically just, and then they lay rebar and cement around the fill dirt mound in some places, and there's, like, you know, a mound there and a mound on this side, and then, like, they'll have rebar and then put the cement in there, put the slab, and then start, you know, fixing the mortaring the walls, rebar, adding rebar to, you know, cutting out notches inside the center blocks, and, you know, putting rebar in the center blocks, and then stacking and mortaring some more blocks, rebars and blocks, and then they would actually pour cement down the whole thing, section, you know, like 10 5 feet up each time they lay some wall. And then it pretty much makes a sturdy wall under the slab. And then what they do is come in with big trucks with steel girder beams, and then start making the roof. And then basically, they'll have metal beams that are pretty much, more of the framing. There's stuff with construction framing where metal is a little bit more stronger or heat resistant or something. But using cement, you can use cement and wood and metal or whatnot. But I grew up in this right where that electric generator is. That's where there used to be a yard, and actually a little fish pond was there too. There was a nice house and things, and there were trailer homes and things here. This was actually like all trailer homes, and it took a lot of construction and things, but it's kind of how it is sometimes. And then people get by with these commercial residentials because the housing system and welfare kind of helps them provide just a shelter basically. And if you have kids and things, it's a monthly allowance, and it really helps out. And that's why people build these, because there's always going to be a little bit of better living conditions, and things are watched a little bit more. But it's real interesting that they kind of went through all this work laying out this part, which I really don't know what it is, and it's just a rough layout. It's not even mortared, or it's just a rough layout, and it's still holding up. Maybe it's just for the rain, and maybe this sidewalk. If things corrode a lot underneath, this whole sidewalk would kind of tip over from its own weight. So I think that might be what it's for. It's pretty much a wall break on land, especially when it starts raining. It does rain a little bit this time of year, but that's only. But then there's cement under there, so it's not just a wall break, but it's a pretty good wall break. It might be added into the construction, but they even topped it off and everything. But it's really going to change. So that's going to be interesting. When between my videos and this and this footage, it really makes a decent DIY type of situation for me to learn and share with you guys. Besides that, it was just weird stuff out here. Just people just in their daily stuff, just really isn't as much as really constructing cities and things like that. Really interesting. And then all I grew up to be is just walking around this place and trying to find a more better thing, having a more better maintenance of getting involved. But it's just the average stuff, hopefully. And then we'll see what else goes on. It's just really tough to really say. And then once they pour more concrete and have things more in place, we'll actually be able to see what's being built and have more of a detailed tour of what happened. Rather, these are nice rooms and windows and views. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a or check out some of my other construction video. Oh, this is probably number 3, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day. All right, take care. Bye.